Every week, Tyler gave the rules that he and I decided.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
I'll get to that in a minute. Welcome to another Growably Live training and Q&A. I am your host today, Andrew Moon, the Orange Nomad. As you can see, you're going to get a large dose of orange again this month. Let me move our chat window over here so I can follow along in the chat. Let's see here. So it looks like we've got quite a few joining us today. Let me know what time it is, where you're joining from, and where you're joining from. I'm always curious to see where people watch our live streams from. James said it's 1600 here in the States. I had to do math, and it's 11 a.m., so it's 4 p.m. for you guys. So Steve is also 4 p.m., 10 a.m. for Ron, 10 a.m. for Diana. I love it. Love to see all of the folks joining us live today. So it looks like a lot of 10 and 4. So David from Chicago tuning in, 10 a.m. Jennifer, 10 a.m. in Austin, 11 for Kelly, 11 p.m. from the Philippines. So you get the rocking out Crystal. She gets the late night. So we'll keep this live so we keep you awake till you go to bed at midnight. Hopefully we'll be wrapping up. So it is 8 a.m. in Seattle for Pat. Thank you very much for joining us. We got folks from the UK, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Aberdeen. So love it, love it, love it. Let me know in the comments too whether or not this is the first time that you've ever attended one of the Growably Live Q&A sessions. And if this is your first time, let me know this is first. If you're a repeat guest, thank you so much. I always appreciate those folks who come back, ask questions, and see all the latest and greatest we have going on with Growably. So, and also let me know in the comments too whether or not you have access to Growably. Everybody probably should by this point, and let me know whether or not you're actually using it as well. So, Kelly is first time here. We just got set up last week, so awesome. Glad to have you here. And Pat is a first timer. Jack is a first timer. So awesome. Haven't set up for Chris, but this is his first time. Ron says has his open, still trying to figure out. Jennifer working on getting set up. Diana using it, but only for landing pages. So David is using Go High Level, which if you know that's what the platform that Growably's built on. Mark said, I've never heard of Growably, but I am intrigued. So you have access to Growably absolutely free as part of your Tech Tribe membership. So definitely want to check that out. David said he's been using it for about a month, specifically Social Planner. So Mark said, oh, nice. We love that. Absolutely free. We're doing amazing things for you folks. And I'm going to give you a little teaser on that intro slide about the Growably site builder. I'm going to dig into that. David says, yeah, I want to use Growably, but wanted access to the templates. Stay tuned, my friend. We're going to show you what we've got coming up, how you can build templates, because we're all about making it simple, easy, so that you guys can get that marketing out the door. That's what we're about. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to switch over. Let's see here. So let's go into slide mode. I'm not going to bore you with PowerPoint. We're going to do the live demo of the Growably site builder here shortly. But since a lot of you, this is your first time with us, I'm just going to roll through the agenda for today. The first thing we're going to talk about is some features that were released in high level since our last call in July. A few of those that I think are super pertinent to the Tech Tribe folks. We're also going to demo and talk about the new website builder. And then we're going to do some quick feature training. And then we're going to have live Q&A at the end. But don't let that stop you. If you have questions as we go about today's show, let me know in the comments or the Q&A, whichever you're comfortable with. But I've got the chat window up here, and we'll be monitoring that as we go. If you're going to use the chat, if you could just do me a quick favor and use the letter Q at the beginning of your chat, just to let me know that that is a question, so that I can easily scroll back through and we don't miss any of those important questions, because that's a large part of what today's show is all about, is getting your question answered. Jack said, keen to see what most users are using for sending out your electronic newsletters. Growably is your answer, my friend. And we're going to have lots of templates, funnels, campaigns, all of that fun stuff coming out very, very shortly. So, okay, so let's talk a little bit about some latest news from Growably / High Level. One of the big ones that I want to talk about for you new folks real quick, I'm going to switch over to my Growably dashboard. And I always like to point out at the top of these shows that we do every month, how to get technical support, how to get training, how to get up to speed as quickly as possible on using Growably. So let me switch over to the Growably dashboard and just point out a couple things for you folks. Let me turn on my mouse highlighter here. Okay, so if you need technical support, if you can't obviously if you can't log in, you can't do this, but if you're having problems accessing certain things inside of Growably, or you can't get some of the things to functionality maybe to work, we're all familiar with tech support. So you'll use this question mark button in the top right-hand corner, and that will open the Growably support. And just to let you know, this is not Tech Tribe that provides this support. Nigel has licensed an outside firm that specializes in high level to do tech support, because obviously, as you folks can imagine, providing tech support for over 3,000 paying members is quite a daunting task. And that's all these folks do all day long, is high level. So you've got some support articles in here to be able to reference any help if you have a question about a specific function. But if you need to put in a support request, you want to come up here to the Contact Us. Let me hit that Not Now button on that. So you can do this to submit a support request, or you can come down here and use this little box down here at the bottom right, which is live chat. And again, that goes out to the third-party support firm that is handling all of the technical support for Growably. So that's how to get technical support. So don't send that to help at the Tech Tribe, because that's what Nigel's using this company for, is to provide support. So let's see here. So let me go into the questions here. I used the support. It was very good. Thank you, James. If you ever run into any issues there, please let us know. David had a question. Will this webinar be available to rewatch so others can see it? Yes. We're going to get these up. So the original link inside the forum, I'm going to embed these videos in there. But we're also going to have those out on the Tech Tribe YouTube channel as well. Let's see here. David said, will the support request people do chargeable consulting work to make funnels? That I'm not 100% sure about whether or not they'll do that through the Tech Tribe anyway. But you may be able to license out some funnel building with, I know there's tons of consultants out there for high level. But we are going to be building out funnels and campaigns for you, David, just to let you know. So you might want to hold off on that right now. So because like I said, we're going to be launching some stuff for you and build out funnels with campaigns, workflows, emails, all of the copy, 100% of everything. The campaigns we're going to be rolling out for you will be done for you. So you might be able to save a few bucks. So David says, yay. So we love that. All right. So that's how to get tech support. If those of you who are new, and there were quite a few folks here that this is your first Growably call, or you're just getting Growably set up, if you come down here on the left-hand menu, there's a couple ways to get up to speed with the Growably training. This is going to be one of my next projects with Team Tribe, is to get all of this revamped a little bit simpler and with a nice Tech Tribe flair to it. So these are all of the getting started overview, dashboard, opportunities, conversations, settings. All of that fun stuff is built right in here. And again, you access that by going over here to Growably Training. Inside of all of these, there are videos that walk you through exactly where to go in high level / Growably to be able to get most of these functions set up for you. So that is tech support, that is training, and if you have, you probably have been in the forums. Over here is the Growably talk inside the forums, and as you can see here, Nigel's also left a nice note at the top here about how to get tech support. So just a friendly reminder if it is a technical support issue. But there's lots of folks in here sharing, which I love. Please like and share everything about Growably inside the forums. And we've got a special subset of the sales and marketing section all about Growably talk. So this is where you can discuss things with fellow tribers. Okay, so I'm going to scratch that off my list. We've talked about training and support, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat right now. One of the things that we have the ability to do is to vote on things to get high level to maybe increase or set up maybe a feature request for us fellow tribers. I'm going to drop this in the chat right now, and one of them, obviously, since you folks do a lot with Office 365. Let me open this page here. So the URL is ideas.gohighlevel.com. But one of them is a better synchronization with Outlook calendars and just a little bit tighter integration with Office 365. So you want to come in here and upvote there. So make your voice heard so we can get these things pushed up. Right now, this is planned for Q3 22. They bumped that. It was supposed to be Q2 of 22. So go ahead and make sure that you upvote that so that we can light a fire under high level to get that bumped up to a higher priority. So Andy said, yes. Is it being recorded? Yes, this will be recorded so that you'll be able to access that later. So thanks for the question, Andy. Okay, so that takes care of that. And then the other one that I'd like for folks to vote on, which we're going to talk about, those of you, there were a couple people that were using the social planner function inside of Growably. But I'm going to put this in the chat as well. Go ahead and upvote for this, because one of the things that is missing, as quite a few people have already figured out, is the ability to bulk upload social media posts. You know how Nigel's been providing that CSV file for everybody, depending on whatever platform you're using for social post. But go ahead and upvote this so that we can, again, bump things up. Right now that's showing in progress, but we want high level to get that out as soon as possible. I know that's one of my kind of pet peeves a little bit with the social planner function, that it's obviously missing. But it's in progress, which is good, but go ahead and upvote it. So again, we can light that fire under high level. David said, yes, Microsoft Teams integration. Again, go to ideas.gohighlevel.com. There may be something. Let me just go do a quick search for Microsoft Teams and see if there is one already. So we've got calendar integration. I don't see one for Microsoft Teams, but a lot of it is with the Microsoft Calendar function. So you might be able to do some of that with Zapier. I know that there is Zapier integration into high level /Growably. But definitely, David, if there's something missing, go ahead and go to ideas.gohighlevel.com and submit your own request, and that will get filed away and people can vote on it. So excellent. David said, will do. Awesome. A couple things around Social Media Planner. Those of you who have that, I'm going to go inside of High Level or Growably so that you can see where that's at. So if you go into the Marketing tab, you'll see that Social Planner is enabled. So this is where you would connect your Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, and LinkedIn right now. There are others coming, but these are the ones that are available right now. So you can connect your social media accounts. So you might very well be able to replace Hootsuite Buffer or Publer. There's a number of them that folks are using. Let me know in the chat too what social media posting tool that you're using right now, because I'm always curious to see what everybody's using, so we can kind of customize things as well. Let's see here. Protus asked where the webinar recording's located. A lot of these are located inside the tribe, but we're going to be working on getting those put on the YouTube channel as well. So thank you so much for the question, Protus. So I'm going to answer that one. All right, so a lot of folks, I'm just going to scroll back up and read through some of these. We'll click at Publer, Hootsuite, Sprout Social. Do we use our personal emails or create a link to a corporate account? That's completely up to you, David. I've got one that links to my personal LinkedIn page or personal LinkedIn profile, my LinkedIn page, my Facebook page. I don't think it will do to a Facebook personal profile. Facebook kind of ended that a couple years ago about posting on personal. You can do the company pages just fine. David said, yep, we're planning on replacing Buffer after the kinks are worked out. So yeah, that's the thing I'm waiting for right now is the upload feature. Joel said using Social Bee. Ron is using Content MX. Chris is not using but have access to enable Market Builder. James is using Sprout Social. David is using Social Planner. So awesome. Daniel, MSP Advantage from Mind Matrix. And now Roloff is Roloff is using Growably for scheduling. So and he said it works just great. So awesome to hear that. Love that. Okay, so let me just scroll back up to let you know a couple things that they also changed with the social posting. One was the media size files. Some folks were trying to upload videos that will go out to their social media channels. I'm not sure. I want to say it's a pretty small. It was like 10 meg or something. You now have a 1 gigabyte file size for video, which is a pretty big video. You also have 100 megabytes for pictures, files, and my favorite, they also have the ability to use GIFs. As you can see, if you followed me in the forums at all, you know I like me some Giphies. But I'm happy that we're able to use that in our social post as well. Let's see here, Mark said, nice. All right, let me go back up and see if I have any other questions around social stuff. That was most of the updates that I think were relevant to MSPs right now. Let me just scroll back up and make sure I didn't miss any questions here. So, okay. So Daniel asks, is there an import tool for social media drip post? Presently, you have to manually import each post. Yeah, that's what the social import feature. Vote for that so that we can get that up there. And you'll be able to use the files that Nigel's already giving you that'll be in your marketing packs. You'll be able to use those. But we're working on the integration to be able to just publish those for you inside of Growably. But that'll be a future feature release. Let's see here. So let me make sure I didn't miss any questions here. All right, so it doesn't look like I missed any questions around the social stuff. Yeah, so James actually asked that question, when will the Tech Tribe's social media post automatically populate the social media planner? That is in progress. We're waiting for them to do the bulk upload feature is kind of what we need to be able to do that. Once they get that released, we'll be able to roll that out to you after doing some testing, obviously, James, but thank you so much for that great question. Keep the questions coming, folks. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that one as answered. So you can either put them in the QA or put them in the chat. So, okay, I'm going to take a quick drink. As you can know, I go pretty quick. We've got some Crystals in the Philippines, and it's 11 p.m., so we have to keep her awake. Okay, so let's talk about the 900-pound elephant in the room and what the opening video about Fight Club was all about. Things I want to show you right now, and if you've attended any of our past Q&A sessions, you'll know that Nigel and I were working on rolling out campaigns. We were working on just about ready to release the Growably site builder a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, if you've been in the tribe the last few weeks, you'll notice that there's been some tribal fighting going on that has taken the focus away from Nigel. You'll notice this post here, and I'm not going to get into all of this, but it has sucked an enormous amount of time out of Team Tribe to be able to get features and updates released for Growably, among other things. But it appears that this is behind us and things have seemed somewhat resolved themselves. But Nigel's all about making the tribe a very safe place for you folks so that you can come, be able to execute your business, have that community with other MSP vendors, which is essential to, especially for nimble MSPs, being able to have that unity among our community here over on the tribal forums. So, having said that, that is the reason that some of these functions for Growably have been delayed. But Nigel just wanted me to express his apologies for this, and I wanted to express my apologies for this as well. But we're all grown-ups and big people, and hopefully we can all move on, and we can make this community even stronger. That's what we're all about. Okay, end of that. So I just wanted to explain why some of you have been waiting for us to release campaigns. You've been waiting for other things that have come up. But I just wanted to, again, apologize and thank everybody for their patience with this. We have so much planned for you awesome folks inside the tribe. So without further ado, let's get to one of the new feature releases that I have been working. I worked most of the month of July to get this done for you folks. And that's what I want to demo right now, which is the Growably Site Builder. So let me switch over to our screen view. So I'm going to show you some of the things that are going to be available to you inside the Growably Site Builder. How many of you use WordPress and or like Elementor or Divi or another like site building tool? Let me know in the comments which one you're using. If you're using a site builder of any kind, I use Elementor on our WordPress site. So if you're already using one, some of this will kind of make sense. So WordPress with Divi, David's using Elementor, lots of WordPress users here. I figured that's kind of the default. So this may or may not replace what you're currently doing. However, it will make getting funnels, it will make landing pages a little bit easier for you without having to use a lot of third-party plugins and tools to be able to do this. So Daniel said, what's a site builder? We use WordPress on the back end. So I think that's called the Gutenberg site builder. It's the same type of thing, but this is built right inside of Growably for you. So you won't have to go to your website to be able to make landing pages and lead generation pages and forms, all that good fun stuff. So let me roll through and just show you all of the things that are going to be available to you. You'll have full customization of everything. And that's what I'm most excited about is we're trying to cut down on as much work as possible. So now with this infrastructure in place, we're going to be able to continue to roll out more campaigns and funnels much faster for you folks. So is this a tool so we can build a site for us to attract clients? That's a great question, Mark. Yes, it is. This will be all about, like I said, landing pages for lead magnets, getting people to book time on your calendar, all that good fun stuff. So what you'll have here, I'm going to go through the different sections of the site builder you'll have access to, and we'll go ahead and demo some of these, and we'll actually build a page very quickly together. So you'll have navigation bars, hero images, if you're familiar with web design at all. You'll have some with nav, some without. You'll have sub-page hero sections, welcome messages, headlines, and then in the body of your main page, you'll have feature cards, which are your products and services that you can customize and have for different pages. You'll have text blocks. Again, this is all about making this super simple for you. Testimonials, which is one of my favorites. You'll see me use testimonials everywhere. Calls to action, call-outs, events. So you'll be able to have landing pages for your events, whether that's in person, whether that's a webinar, seminar, lunch and learn, whatever that is. We've got pre-made event blocks for you to be able to build pages with. We've got pricing tables, just general body content, and then some dividers so you can kind of section up your page. And then we've got footers, which is a pre-built footers for you. Maps, so you can embed maps to your office if you have one. And then obviously contact us blocks for people being able to fill out a form, mail you, or email you, or give you a phone call. All of that's built in. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and scroll back up, and we'll cover a few of these. That way I can kind of show you. This is kind of the main navigation of what we have built inside of Growably for you. So if I click on navigation bars, you'll see here we've preloaded a lot of this so that you'll have to do very little editing. As you can see here, these are the colors of currently, which is Growably colors. But these will automatically switch to your colors based upon the custom values you have set whenever your Growably was set up. Same with the logo placeholders. I'm going to go into the Growably dashboard. And if I come down here to settings, and then I scroll down here to custom values, the custom values for your background colors, your logo, your primary and secondary colors, your URLs for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of those are built into the site builder for you. So let me go back to that nav page. So when you load this template into your Growably site, when we push out this snapshot to Growably for you, this will automatically come from those custom values and you won't have to change a thing. It'll automatically have those links baked in along with your logo and your colors for your brand. And that's real super exciting to me because we don't have to, as you can see, there's different ones. You just pick one that you like, but I'll demo how to build a quick page. But as you can see, there's tons. I've got this zoomed in so you can see it. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's go to 100% on this so you can kind of see what those look like in real life. So these are the main navigation bars. And again, you can pick whichever one you want. You can have different ones for different pages. You can customize all of this to your heart's content. But we've got these pre-built blocks in here for you to make this super fast. So David said, or actually, let's see, Chris, is this intended to replace our website or add to it? That is completely up to you. We do have some folks that weren't super happy with their website. And I'll show you a couple demos in a minute of folks who are already doing that. But they've set up their website to go point to their Growably pages. So you have that option to be able to control everything inside of Growably if you want. If you're perfectly content with your WordPress site, you can use that. But you can integrate things you created in Growably inside of WordPress. There is a linked connector plugin for WordPress that'll allow you to populate landing pages from Growably inside your current website. So it's totally up to you, but you can do one, other, or both. David said, yes, we are building our site in Growably. So, see, Diana said, are these to be in addition to our existing website or build a new? It's kind of the same question. So again, totally up to you, but you have the option of doing both if you want to. If you're super happy with your current website, like I said, you can leave it. But you can also use the campaigns we're going to be rolling out for you with funnel pages and all of that workflow that sits behind it. We're going to be building that out for you so you can actually overlay this into your current website without changing anything if you want as well. Okay, so I'm going to take another quick drink. So that's just all. As you can see here, we've got everything labeled as well for different codes. And we've tried to come up with a convention that is kind of generic as possible, but customizable. You can change any of these, and this will make a little bit more sense in a minute when I show you this inside the Growably Builder, what that actually does. Okay, so let me go ahead and close that out, and then we're going to go into, let's see here. So go back to this page, and like I said, these are all of the different sections. Now I'm going to just run through a quick demo on how to create a page inside of Growably. So if I come down, let's go back here, and I go to Sites. I can click on Sites, and you will have one in here. Go to Websites. You'll have this folder will be pushed out into your Growably. Let me go full screen so folks can actually see this as well. So this will be the Growably Site Builder folder. And all of those individual blocks that I told you about are in the Growably Site Builder folder. And this is where you would go customize each one of those things for the navigation, all of the headers, footers, all that good fun stuff. This is where you could customize all of those settings. Let's see here. Dean, that's a great question. How do we connect our domain? There's a couple ways to do that. I'm going to show you inside of the site builder. You can do that. But if you come over here to settings, and then over here, you'll have a drop-down menu if you've already set up domains. But if you come over here and do add edit domains, and you click that, that will open up this link here, which is where you would add your domains. And as you can see here, it tells you what A records to repoint, your CNAME, all of that stuff in here to redirect pages or your entire site if you wanted to do that. But I'm going to show you the other way to get there. So I'm going to go back here. So if you're on the Growably dashboard, for instance, and you come down here to settings again, if I click settings, I can scroll down a little bit. And over here is domains. So go to settings, domains. You can add as many domains as you actually would like. But yes, that'll be available. So Ron said, yes, his doesn't show this yet. Yeah, this hasn't been rolled out. I'm showing you a preview, but you'll have access to all this very soon, Ron, I promise. But I wanted to give everybody a sneaky peek at how to do that. Dean says, is that for us to do? We're going to try to preload a lot of this for you so you don't have to do a lot of the work. That's our plan, Dean. That's why we're being so judicious with getting these things rolled out, because we want to minimize the amount of work that you have to do to get this up and running. That is our goal. Okay, so we covered how to connect the domain. So, yeah, Dean said thank you. Thank you, Dean, for the great question. So here, I'm just going to mark a few of these done and we'll get... So where can we find the linked connector plugins for WordPress? Is this different from API key? Yes, Crystal, that is correct. If you go inside of your WordPress site and just search for, I believe it's either linked connector or high level in the plugin section in WordPress. I don't have a WordPress site loaded on this computer right now, but that is different from the API key. But you'll want to load that plugin that allows your website to be connected with high level /Growably. So there's a linked connector plugin, and there's also a linked connector app that you can download for your phone as well. And that's what we're gonna do that brief training on, how to get that set up. Yep. So Garrett said it is lead connector for WordPress. Thank you, Garrett, for providing that answer. Let's see here. So when will it be pushed out? We're currently building out our site. I can't put a date on this currently, David. Nigel would, I think I would take a boot in the rear from Nigel for giving a date, but I can tell you it's very soon. We were about 98% done 2 weeks ago. We were putting the final touches on this, getting ready to do a live stream, introducing this and launching this. But we got a little bit derailed, but it is coming soon, David, I promise. So we'll have that available to you as soon as we possibly can. Okay, so let's go over and go back into, I'm going to go full screen here so you can actually watch me build a page using the site builder. So I'm going to go back into here and then go to sites and websites. And like I said, if you're joining us, you will not see this yet, but this is where it will be inside of your Growably account. So I go into Site Builder. We also have a separate blog page builder as well, but we'll demo that whenever we do the launch live stream. So if I come in here to Site Builder, and I think we set up, let's just see, add new page here, and we're just going to call this test. And you can give it a path for the test. So basically it's your domain / whatever page you want that to be called. That would be your path. By the way, if you're using ClickFunnels, you can also, high level will import your ClickFunnels pages right into high level. So I'm going to click create page, and then I'm going to come down here to our test page and then create from blank. And as you can see, there was a use existing. So once you have templates created, you can actually use the existing. So I'm going to come over here right now to our global sections here. And that's where those codes that you saw over here on this main page. So let me go to the navigation page so I can show you that, where those will be. Each section inside of the different parts of the site builder will have a global code. And then if you wanted to rename and have local section codes, if you wanted to customize that and have just sections for your website, we generally are trying to keep the same naming convention if possible. All right, so I'm going to go back over here to Funnel Builder, and let's just say I'm going to take this a nav1, and then I can drag and drop. As you can see, it's going to populate that nav bar right in there for me. And as I mentioned, it's going to pull your colors based upon your custom values. So this color will actually change to your colors when it's inside Growably. And this logo placeholder will drop your logo in here for you. And as I mentioned, your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter will be in there. And then all you have to do is just change your navigation based upon whether or not you want to redirect that back to your current site or redirect that to another Growably page. Let's see here. Daniel said, do you have test examples that show landing pages, etc.? Yes, we're going to be building those out for you. That's what we want to get this building block in place to allow you to, so we can build on top of this to get those implemented as quickly as possible. He said it would be nice to see what a final product would look like if it's implemented correctly. But I'm going to show you kind of the test, another campaign in a minute, where we're actually going to roll this out and show you this to you actually on pages as well. So I'm going to go back in here to Site Builder, but thanks for the question. Hopefully that answered your question for you, Daniel. But if I come back in here to Site Builder and then I go to Section and then Add Section, I come back over here to Global Sections again. And then I can choose, let's just say here, I want a hero image in there. And let's just say I want hero number 3. I can drag and drop that in there. Come back in here to section and we'll add another section. Go to global sections. And again, I'm just going to start picking some things out. Let's just go to our features. I can drag and drop that in there. So there's all of the things that I might do as an MSP. Come back up to sections, add section. Let's just say we're going to call it a day for this page, and I just need a footer in here now. And if I come down here to our footers, and let's just select footer number 4 and drag and drop that in there as well. So there's my footer. So now what I can do is I'll go ahead and preview this page. And it is saving it automatically for me, so we'll give it a second to save our new page. So now I click preview. And there is my brand new handy dandy page, all of that built in. Again, super basic page, but I just wanted to show you some of the simple functionality and the power of what you'll be able to do by customizing this exactly the way you want it. And you pretty much only have to do this once, and you can go on building as many pages and landing pages as you want. This will allow you to create templates. But yes, so we are going to have, like I said, a lot of this built out in funnels for you. So we'll have a lot of these pages pre-built. But we wanted to get this functionality enabled because a lot of folks were asking for it. We wanted to make this as easy as we possibly could. So any questions on the site builder right now? Again, we're going to be doing a full depth live stream whenever we launch. And when we start rolling this out into your Growably accounts, we're going to do a live stream covering exactly what you'll need to do. That will be recorded as well. But we'll get you everything that you need to set up the landing pages. And we're probably going to be rolling out the campaign I'm going to show you in a minute. We're going to roll that out as well. Sean said, what is the benefit of building the site in Growably versus WordPress and Elementor? Again, this is mainly for the lead generation side of things. The benefit you have in creating these pages in Growably is things like forms. It'll automatically pull that data into Growably for you. It will automatically put them in workflows or campaigns that will automatically send emails out for them on a sequence. All of that will be done for you. So you can keep your WordPress site, but you may have to do some kind of tweaks and modifications to get all of that functionality to launch inside of Growably. So that is the main benefit. It actually simplifies things where you don't have to use API keys and plugins, things like that. So that is the simplification of Growably, to have these pages built right in there. But like I said, if you're super happy with your current website, there are ways of getting that data using webhooks or Zapier to get those things to launch inside of Growably for you. So Jack said, is the site builder landing page feature is not yet live in Growably? Yes, that's correct. We're going to be rolling this out. This is just a preview to show you what is coming very, 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 very soon. Matt said, all I can say is woohoo. So thank you. Let's see here. So Jack said, okay, thanks. Vince said, yes, another benefit might be hosting cost if we stop using our current site. That can be, yes. This is all built on Google's platform. So it's super fast. I actually had somebody build their site out, and their page ranking score, it went increased dramatically. It was a night and day difference between his old site and having his new site hosted through Growably, which is built right on top of Google. So yes, that would be another benefit, Vince. So thank you for pointing that out. All right, we're getting up on noontime here. It's getting toasty here in the studio. Let's see here. So let me just go through our questions here. So we got, we're going to have test examples. We covered the benefits. Thank you, Vince, for that one. Will you be going over how Growably pushes out social post for Hootsuite replacement? Yeah, when we get that launched for the social posts that are in your current marketing packs that you get every month, whenever we push that functionality out and bake that in, you'll probably, it may not be on a live stream, but you'll see an update video from Nigel or myself, and we'll make sure we put that in the tribe. But you also want to head over to the Tech Tribe YouTube page and subscribe to that, because when those videos drop, you'll get the first alert when those videos drop as well. So the recordings of this will also be over on the YouTube channel as well. So, okay, so great question, Sean. We got that question, so I'm going to mark that as done. And then I'm going to go over to my checklist to make sure we've covered everything that we've got to cover. So that is website builder, which I'm super excited about. And if you've attended, has anybody seen this campaign from a previous video? I'm just curious to see if anybody on here has seen this, but you're going to get access to this as well. I kind of gave a sneak peek on last month's live stream for this. Dean has seen it. David said, nope, looks interesting. This is going to be what you're going to be accustomed to getting absolutely free from your Tech Tribe membership, is things like this. It's a full campaign that is going to be completely done for you, and it's going to be built inside of Growably. So let me go to the next slide real quick. And again, I'm not going to go through all of this, but you want to go back and, like I said, I believe, that's that last month's live stream, our Growably Q&A call. I actually covered all of this, and I think we kind of sneak peeked in the previous month in June as well. But this is going to be a fully built out campaign with the social graphics that you'll need, blocks that you can put on your current website or put inside of Growably to generate a lead magnet. So we're going to have a 10, let me go back one slide. So there's going to be the 7 common mistakes small businesses make with cybersecurity. So you'll actually have the lead magnet. You'll get all of the source files in Canva for that. You're going to get source files for the actual graphics. You're going to get a square graphic and a rectangular graphic. You're going to get all of those source files. And you're going to get the workflows and funnels pages built out for you inside of Growably. And the workflows will have 9 email sequence that has all of the text in it for you. There's just be a few things that you'll need to go in and change on the emails that go out. But once you go in there and change those, every single person who comes into that campaign and kicks that workflow off from that point forward will automatically get those emails. And we have some things built into the workflow that if they book an appointment, it will pull them out of that workflow. So they'll stop getting the emails at some point wherever they happen to jump out of line and actually book a time on your calendar. But yes, that full campaign is coming, and this map right here that you see on the screen will be exactly the blueprint on how to execute this campaign. So again, we covered that in some previous live streams, but we'll probably do, when this is launched too, Nigel and I may do this launch with the Growably Site Builder launch as well. So you might have access to this at the very same time, which would be super sweet. Let's see here. So do we have something to import current Tech Tribe marketing material into Growably? That's what we're going to be working on for you, Ron. We're going back to all of the marketing. We're kind of prioritizing what we work on first. But the plan is to take a lot of the marketing access, the things you have access to already inside of your Tech Tribe membership, and get those built out for you in Growably. So yes, that is coming. But if you want to jump the gun and go ahead and set these up yourself, you're more than welcome to. There's been a couple folks who've already done that. So very, very cool stuff that some folks are doing. Will the campaign text be location specific? In my case, UK English. That was the challenge that I found when we're writing the copy, Vince, but that is a great point because we know English, even in Australia, things mean a little bit different than they do here in the States. And I know the UK is the same, but we try to make the email templates as, I say generic. We try to make those as generic as possible so they'll fit, because we realize we've got a global audience. But that's why we give you the ability to go in and customize things to maybe tweak that just the way that you might say it. And that's what we encourage you to do so that it sounds more natural. It's using the words you use. But again, we tried to make that as generic as possible so you don't have to do too much editing. But yes, great question. All right, so I'm going to mark those questions as answered, and we're going to keep rolling on. So that is coming as well. But I did want to give a member shout out to 2 folks. Stacy Spear, if you're on this call, put in the chat. Let me know you're here. The other person I'm going to give a shout out to was on last night's live stream. But I'm going to put a few links inside the chat for you. And we're going to post these inside the tribal forums on this page where these replays are going to be. But he has done some really cool things and jumped in and started using Growably himself. But what I wanted to give the shout out for him is he's actually sharing this stuff inside the tribe. And I think that is super cool. So let me go in here and show you a few things that he's done. And he's actually recorded. He built out a workflow with nurture emails already. So he's jumped in there, got Growably up and running, has a 5-day email sequence that he set up, and he gives you a video on how to do that for yourself. So it's not quite the template, but he shows you what he's doing. And so that's why I wanted to give him an awesome shout out today for doing that cool stuff and being able to share that with the tribe. So we've got a Tech Tribe merchandise coupon coming his way for that cool stuff. So yeah, jump in there and share. You might win yourself some free Tech Tribe gear. But yeah, he has, he made a post with a link to a video on how to set up calendars inside Growably. But just a fantastic job getting in there, getting things set up. But more importantly, he's sharing with the tribe, and that's what we want. Share things that you learn, share things that might be working for you. But if you want your own Team Tech Tribe swag, head over to merch.techtribe.com, and I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the chat as well. But we're going to get Stacy some free gear to be able to use. So just kind of FYI, if you're doing some cool things, you might be able to win yourself some free merch too on a future show. The next person I want to give a shout out to that's also done some cool things, got in there, set things up, but more importantly has shared things is Jeff Bolden. Let me go ahead and flip over and show you here the cool things that he's doing. And this right here is a landing page that he built that is built inside of Growably. And he's using some of the content that he's getting from Paul Green's service and building that out, and everything is 100% done in Growably. So that's a landing page he already made. And let me link to that, put that in there in the chat as well. Yeah, so you can click on that, check that out. Feel free to steal, gently steal the ideas for the landing pages. So this is a very well executed landing page, very simple. But I love when folks jump in there, just start getting stuff done. As you can know, Nigel and I are all about done is better than perfect. I am a recovering perfectionist, so that's super important to me to see when people jump in there and actually get stuff done. Let's see here. So let's do a quick feature training. We kind of already covered some of it. But I wanted to point out one of the things that Jeff has already set up as well on his landing page. But I wanted to point that out that you have access to for free with your Growably account. Right down here, you'll notice that little chat bubble on his page. So when I click on that, that opens up a live chat function that is built right into the website. And it is absolutely free with your Growably account. So it doesn't replace things like intercom. It's not quite as robust as those things, but this is a great way of capturing a lead and be able to communicate with them in real time via email or text messaging. And this is a great thing is you'll get their mobile number as well. But this is an awesome feature, and I've been able to get a couple leads out of this. Jeff, I believe, has said he's gotten a couple leads out of setting these things up with the lead magnet. So in tandem with his landing page and his chat, he's been able to get leads using the free tools that are already available to you inside of Growably. So what I'm going to do is go over and show you very quickly, because I know we're coming up on the top of the hour. But if you still have questions, put those in the chat. But we'll have some time right at the end to be able to answer some Q&A. We'll hang out at the end and jump in here. So let me go ahead and remove that test page real quick before I forget. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Testy McTest page. All right, so let's go ahead and delete that. Okay, so if you want your own chat bubble, which also works on WordPress as well, that's with that lead connector plugin for WordPress. So if you come over here, same thing, you come into Sites. So you go to Sites, and then over here, you'll notice there is a chat widget button. So if I click on that, you can enable the chat widget. You can customize the intro text, change the image, avatar, change any messages for return visitors. You can change what all of the colors that are inside of that pop-up, change all the messages, and have acknowledgement settings for when somebody actually clicks on submit. And then if you have WordPress, you can use the lead connector plugin for WordPress. But if you're not using WordPress, you can also get the HTML code for being able to bake this into your website. So that is all available to you right now. That is a function that is already launched. So I wanted to show people how to use that. And the other thing you want to do, as I mentioned before, is download the Lead Connector app for your phone. It works on Android and iOS. So when somebody fills out this form on your website using that live chat, you'll get a notification inside the Lead Connector app, which will allow you to have a real-time conversation with that person. But if you're inside of Growably, you can also come into conversations, and all of those instant chats will be available in here to be able to follow up with people. But it's a great way to start getting leads on your website for folks who might be already landing on your current website. But yes, great tool. I've closed 2 customers out of that chat function off of my own website. So that's our quick feature training for this month. And then I believe that's all I have on my checklist here. So we're going to open this up to live Q&A at this point. We've got a few minutes left, and I'll hang out if people have questions, or if you don't have any questions, did you find today's live stream valuable? If there's one thing that you're going to take away from this, what would that one thing be? Drop that in the chat as well. But yeah, if you've got questions, I've got answers, so we'll try to get those answers for you as well. But I'm going to go ahead and just turn on a little bit of music real quick here. And then, let's see here. So no other questions. I'm just checking the Q&A box real quick. Turn it down a little bit. All right. Let me find my chat window again. So Maximilian says, thanks as always, Andrew. So thank you, Max, for hanging out with me today. David, thank you, says, yes, takeaway, this will be rolled out. Yes. No, just kidding. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get this rolled out as quickly as we possibly can for you folks. Yeah, that is all we're about. Getting these features rolled out. Diana said, thank you. Crystal says, looking forward to the site builder. It's going to make our lives easier. That's exactly what we're all about, is making your lives easier. Vince says, yes, thanks, Andrew. Looks great. Let me go to one question. And Ron says, is that lead connector, and is blue, green, and orange? Yes, that is it. Lead connector. That is the app or plugin that you're going to need. David asked, did I win a free trip to hang out with Nigel down under? That would be sweet. So you keep sharing things in the tribe, do some awesome things with Growably. Who knows? Who knows what Nigel has up his sleeve for giveaways. But yeah, that's what we want people to do, is share what you're learning. If there's things that you're having, maybe issues with, that's what the tribe is all about, is helping each other achieve that new level of success. And we can do that together. We've got a unique opportunity, probably one of the most awesome times, I think, in history for the MSP channel. If I were still running my MSP, I would be super excited about where we are right now and the seat at the table that MSPs have right now that we fought for years to try to get at the CEO table instead of playing at the kids' table. Crystal said, yeah, thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you, Crystal, for hanging out. I know it's 12 p.m. Eastern time for me, and I know that's 12 a.m. for you over there in the Philippines. But thank you for hanging out with us. Hopefully I didn't wreck your sleep for tonight. Hopefully I didn't put you to sleep, but you're still awake at midnight, so we appreciate that. So, any other questions? Like I said, I'm going to hang out and for a few more minutes here, and then we will go ahead and wrap this up. Yes, this stream will be recording will be posted up on the tribal forums, and it is going to go live on the Tech Tribe YouTube channel. So you definitely want to like and subscribe, please. That'll definitely help us out in building our presence over there on the YouTube. Steve said, cheers, Andrew. See you again soon. Thank you, Steve, for hanging out. Like I said, I'm going to hang out another minute here. David says, social marketing is missing a lot. Are you guys planning on making a big push to fix it, like with the landing pages? We're trying to fix as much as we can, but we're kind of limited by the functionality high-level releases. But yeah, this first kind of alpha beta release for Social Planner is better than nothing. But yeah, there are some things that we're trying to push through to get done. But go to ideas.gohighlevel.com and vote on anything you see on there that would be super helpful, David. But yeah, unfortunately, we got to kind of wait on High Level to do some things before we can tweak those and get those running for our tribal members. So you're welcome, David said. Thank you very much. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it here. It is 12:02 p.m. for me here on the East Coast. Thank you again for joining us live. We look forward to another live Growably Q&A call in the month of September. We're getting those dates, so look for those inside the tribe as well. James, thank you. Have a nice day as well. But if I don't see you in the tribe before then in the tribal forums, please say hi in the tribal forums as well. If not, I will see you on next month's Growably Q&A call, or look for our live stream launch event when we get the site builder and our new 7 common mistakes campaign. So that's it for me, folks. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe, and I will see you soon.